Hey comic book fans, it's Confire Nate here, and this is our new weekly video series called The Top 5. This weekly series is going to include many different things. It's going to be the top 5, it might be top 5 comic book characters, it might be top 5 comic books relating to, aliens. I mean, we're going to mix it up, we're going to do some crazy stuff. But the top 5 for this week is top 5 new comics for 2015. So far this year, we've had a lot of really good comics, and it was really hard to come up with 5. But this is pretty much just going to be comics. It's not going to be mini series or short series. We'll probably come out with a top 5 of that towards the end of the year. But I wanted to get this video out there before Marvel drops a whole bunch of new stuff here in the next few months, because I'm sure this list is going to change before the end of the year. So, starting off with number 5, We Are Robin. Now, we've had this on our top 3 a couple different times. We Are Robin is a really interesting take on the whole Batman Robin universe. With all these different characters coming in, this book is slowly but surely really getting exciting. It's building up. It's got a really good main character, which is something that's someone who's been around for a while but not really stood out in the spotlight, in Duke Thomas. This comic it's just one of the ones I look forward to reading. So that's our number 5. Number 4 is Old Man Logan. Now, the thing about Old Man Logan is right now the series is kind of tied up in this whole Battle World scenario stuff. Old Man Logan is getting another reboot soon, but to introduce us to the character again, give us a little Wolverine. It's been a while since Wolverine he died. So for those of you who know that, they've probably been missing some Wolverine. And Old Man Logan right now is the best Wolverine comic out there. So once this restarts with Jeff Lemire as the writer, I have nothing but total excitement for this series. But for right now, Old Man Logan is our number 4. Number 3 is Star Wars. Now, Star Wars has had some really strong issues, and it's had some ones that haven't been as strong, but consistently for about 5 to 6 weeks out of this series, it has just been really strong. And as a huge Star Wars fan, I love knowing any type of story, what took place, in between the movies. I mean, it's exciting. Jason Aaron is doing a great job writing it. It's one of those comics that just really gets me excited to read it every week. Number 2, we're counting down. Number 2 is Darth Vader. Now, if any of you guys know, I love Darth Vader. He's probably my favorite Star Wars character. And for him to have his own comic, one that really demonstrates the character of Darth Vader he's wearing a mask, so it's hard to really show emotion, but man, they do so good. They do such a good job at it, and it's one of those comics. Every week has been good. I love every single week of it. They do such a good work. Gillian's doing a great job of it. I'm excited to read it weekly basis, and I still feel like it's going to be a strong comic throughout the rest of this year and then more years to come. But without further ado, number 1. It was hard picking number 1, but I feel like this comic pretty much encompasses everything that I feel like a new comic should do, and that is Postal. Now, you're probably saying, Postal, what is that? Well, if you don't know, you should be reading it, because it is an absolute great comic. What makes Postal my number 1 pick is simply the fact that the element to the whole story is not, it's something new. It's not superheroes. It's not, space. It's not that. It's just, the story is just really good. It's interesting. It's unique. And it's one of those things that it really wants you to sit down and figure out what is going on with this series. You have a main character who suffers from Asperger's, and they manage to take this disease and almost make him like a super ability that he has to figure things out. And every week this story just gets more and more interesting. It's one of my favorite new comics. I'm sure it's going to be something I'm going to read for a very long time. top one out of this year so far. I love it. You should be reading all three. All five of these comics are at the very, very top of my list of comics right now that are new. If you guys have any suggestions, if you think we missed one, I mean, there might be one out there that I missed. I want to hear about it. Send us a message. Check out our video. Please subscribe to it. You can follow me at ConfireNate on Twitter. You can follow Rich at ConfireRich on Twitter, and let us know what you think about our top 5. Have a good week.